I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-Minute Convos, where I help you create a brand of your own unique real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good day, Lori Rochino. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful day?
I am doing so great, Angel. Thanks so much for having me.
Sure, my pleasure. Do tell us, what part of the world are you in right now?
Well, I'm about an hour west of the Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area, near Reading, actually, spreading out to Amish country in
Oh,
Lancaster.
wow. Having fun in the middle of nowhere, are we?
Yeah, I think so.
That's amazing. Well, do tell us which of your talents is responsible for us meeting at this time.
I would say it would be a chance meeting on LinkedIn and the fact that we're both podcasters in the entrepreneurial community.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, so it seems like we're doing the same things. And by the way, I am so excited about the fact that you're trying to beat John Lee Dumas's record because I had a similar idea, not beating his record, but Cliff Ravenscraft's another podcast great.
Wow. How much is Cliff at right now?
Well, I thought he was in the thousands range, not as much as John Lee Dumas, but
Okay.
I thought in the thousand range was already high. But you're inspiring me.
Go for it. 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 Please go for it. Let me know if you need support, right? I'll definitely be there. Competition
Absolutely.
is so healthy.
Yep.
Well, do tell us the name of your podcast, please.
Sure, it's called Simply Design Life Podcast. We mostly have entrepreneurial women, and it's all about simplifying life to make room for the things that really matter.
That's wonderful. I love the thingy that you have in the image, which is the thingy where the plant is in the thingy. What do you call the thingy?
I never thought about that. I just thought it was a beautiful image because I think when you're going into the essence of life, it's just the simple things that really matter, like a flower or a tree or if you have kids, seeing a kid smile or laugh over something you might find stupid, but it's really cute for him or her. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, that's wonderful. So, how has the podcast impacted your life?
Well, I think it's impacted me in the fact that I get to communicate with people on an authentic level. There was a time when we didn't all have cell phones and technology, and now everybody's looking down. But it's a chance to actually get on the phone or get on a Skype and talk to wonderful people such as yourself, and just be able to connect and just talk about things going on in whatever area of life, whether it's life or business that we're doing.
That's wonderful. Why will you, now that you've dived in and now that you've identified why you like it, why will you continue to repeat the skill?
I think I want to compete to repeat the skill because one, I just love connecting. I was an English major in college, and communicating has always been my thing, whether it be for speaking or writing. And I want to continue on that course. And two, I also want to teach others to fall in love with the medium in the same way that I have. So I've been setting up workshops. I have a business partner, and we're doing a podcast boot camp sometime next month.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's great. So tell us one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
Oh, good. Let's see. Last 3 years, well, my husband and I actually trained for a triathlon, so it would
Wow.
probably be the gym habit. Yeah. So it's after we finished our training, and then I still continue to train. And I'm not as intense, but I continue to go to the gym at least four to five times a week.
Wow. How does that make you feel?
Well, I'll tell you what, if I don't go, I am definitely feeling it. I get very hangry and grumpy, and I don't do my best work, and I'm not the best business person or the best mom, so I kind of have to go, and it just makes me feel energized, and I'm able to get through my day.
Suggest to someone out there, another mother, why they should do what you've done by putting your health first.
Yeah, put your health first. I mean, that's if you don't take, and it's a form of self-care, because if you don't take care of yourself, you're not gonna have much to give for other people, and it just make you feel better, I think.
That's amazing. Well, amazing audience, you're hearing it live here from Lori Rochino. Again, she is the podcast host of Simply Designed Life. Do check that out. Is there any other place you'd like someone to connect with you, Lori?
Yeah, I can check check me out on my website at LoriRochino.com, where I got some upcoming events. If you want to check the events page, and also some juicy products and services coming up for 2018 that I'm super excited about. So yeah, LoriRochino.com.
Love it. Well, Lori, let's switch gears for a moment. Now let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Lori, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Ooh, my earliest childhood memory. Ironically, it's the holiday season, and I think my earliest childhood memory is around the holiday season, when I remember in our old apartment in New Jersey. I think I was 2 or 3, but I was like in front of the Christmas tree, and I think my parents were giving a Christmas party, and I just started organizing gifts for whatever reason. And I just remember moving this doll away from all these people's food and drinks and stuff, and we're like, I'm going to put this over here.
All right.
Don't ask why, but it just came up.
Why is the next thing? How do you see it connecting to who you are today?
I think it just explains my need for order, as both as declutter consulting is also one of the many hats that I wear. My clients and my audience, they deal with issues with overwhelm and a lot of stuff, whether it be for having cluttered relationships, schedules, their households, their offices. So having this sense of orderliness, I think, is critical to getting clear and focused on one's goals.
I like the simplicity. I'll just add that. I like the simplicity that you love.
Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, the party is going on, but you are by the Christmas tree, right? Simply putting the thing away, right?
Yeah, putting the thing away and just, clearing some space up so we can...
Decluttering a bit. Come on, let's clear this.
Yeah, we love it.
That's amazing. If we fast forwarded to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
It's ironic that you'd ask this question, because it's actually Madonna's song, The Material Girl.
Wow, all connects, right?
Yeah. And I think it's just the fact that, during the 80s, when, it was at the height of consumption, we just had so much stuff. And I don't know, just all those times when I had to give away, we're so blessed here in the United States. And the fact that we have a lot to give away has just made me think about things that, think about, just double think about whether or not I really need something or not.
That's wonderful. Well, Lori, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready, Lori?
I'm ready.
Lori, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yeah, so to both my audience and my family.
Oh, you said you have your husband. He's the guy that has you doing the triathlon. I'm not sure if he's a good guy or a bad guy for that.
Awesome.
I'm joking. What's his name?
Avellino.
Avellino. I'm just joking. Do you have children?
Yes.
All right. Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Nope.
How about 3 hours a week?
Maybe on a good day.
What about screen time? The phone and or the computer, is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Probably more.
All right. If you had to share with us, Lori, your own unique real statement, a statement that represents who you are, what would you say that is?
I would say clear all forms of clutter to make room for the things that really matter.
Love it. That actually just rhymed, right?
Yeah.
Love it. Lori, this has been a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Yeah, so in the spirit of the holidays, I know we can get stressed with to-dos and obligations, but keep family and friends in mind and just live it. Have fun during the holidays.
Lori Rochino, thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thanks for having me, Angel.
Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Stay tuned for more from our advertisers.
Diabetes is a mountain pandemic. It's a disease that's not acute but chronic. Similar to this rhyming method, I have simplified the definition, the signs and symptoms, and the complications of diabetes for both adults and children in my books, Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes, and The ABCs of Diabetes for Children. These books are available on Amazon.com, and for more information, you can visit my website, poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com. youve.com.